Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining our Help Hope Live Brand Ambassador training, where we hope you will learn how to grow where you are planted. A Help Hope Live Brand Ambassador is a living example of how one can continue living an independent lifestyle while needing an organ transplant or living with an illness or injury, and how Help Hope Live helped them reach their goal. My name is Sunny Mullen, and I am the Outreach Manager with Help Hope Live.
And my name is Bill Soloway, heart transplant recipient and proud Help Hope Live brand ambassador.
And my name is Kate Lockacher, and I'm the transplant outreach representative with Help Hope Live. Our mission at Help Hope Live is to support community-based fundraising for people with unmet medical and related expenses due to cell and organ transplants, catastrophic injuries, and catastrophic illnesses. Our brand ambassador mission is to broaden the client base and spread the mission of Help Hope Live by introducing Help Hope Live to your personal communities and organizations, seeking out local outreach opportunities, speaking to support groups, and supporting incoming Help Hope Live clients. So Bill, why did you become a Help Hope Live brand ambassador?
Kate, I became an ambassador as a way of being able to give back, as I'm sure the other ambassadors would agree. You know, I liken it to a poem called The Bridge Builder. We all go through this journey and cross this great ravine, which is our transplant or catastrophic injury or illness. And when we get to the other side, we choose to not just continue on with our life, but to actually look back to the people that are following in our footsteps and make that path a little bit easier for them to travel than when we traveled it. And certainly becoming an ambassador gives me some self-gratification in order to do that. And also, it's a way that I honor my donor, being able to give back to people that are in need like I was.
Bill, that's awesome and so beautiful. So why don't you tell us a few ways of how you go about spreading Help Hope Live's mission as a brand ambassador?
Yeah, so we're all connected to social media in some way, whether we have a Facebook account, an Instagram account, or a Twitter account. And I really consider myself more of a Facebook stalker than a poster. But certainly by connecting with our social media accounts to promote events that Help Hope Live is having nationally, as well as maybe local events. Maybe you'll see somebody that has a local campaign to your specific area that you can help promote on your social media pages.
Absolutely. And it's also a way for you to connect through some of your support groups as well, right?
Yeah, so we talk about some of these support groups that we belong to. For me, on Facebook, there are some groups for heart transplant patients, and these are vetted groups that are not open to the general public. So it's just a group of people that have a similar journey, and we're really the eyes and ears of that support group on that particular social media. So, you know, a lot of times they really don't like us posting things like commercials or advertisements. So it's really about timing and following these support groups that you belong to, hence grow where you're planted, right? Just following these and opportunities will arise, as you see in this example here, where someone asks, hey, did anyone have a fundraiser for your heart transplant medical bills? This is the perfect segue for you then to chime in and share your experience. And as you can see, I replied to this as well as a couple other people. And it really resonates with them. And I find that they end up personal messaging me and wanting to know more about, you know, Help Hope Live in my experience. Of course, whenever I do that, I always post the link to Help Hope Live as well, so it's just a click away. But, you know, to monitor these different groups that you belong to and look for the right timing to bring up, some of the answers to people's questions on fundraising. And it's not just about on social media as well. When I'm in the hospital, whether it's for a checkup, I always make it a point to go to the floors that I spend a lot of time on as a patient, and I show the nurses, how well I'm doing. And it also gives me an opportunity to talk to patients as well that are following in the footsteps of my journey. So to be able to talk about Help Hope Live and how they were a big part of my journey, especially when it came to fundraising to cover costs like travel expenses, and really set the stage as a game plan B for me for raising money to pay for my immunosuppressant meds, which can be very costly. So we never really know what's going to change year to year from what insurance covers, what insurance doesn't cover. So it's always good to have a game plan B. And even though you may feel like you don't need, and this is some of the things that I stress with patients, you may not think that you need fundraising, but it's not a bad idea to do it. And I also explain to them that if you are going to do fundraising, you want to do it up front when you're sick and before your transplant, in my case, because afterwards, then people go, oh, you're fine. You don't need any money. You look like, you didn't even go through a transplant. So I emphasize the importance of getting things set up front before you need it. And
absolutely. Yeah, Bill, no, I think that's a really important point, because that's something we always tell our clients as well. In the earlier you do your fundraising, so that maybe you aren't sick yet, even maybe you've just been listed and you're not fully, incapacitated yet, or even when you've first been injured, to first start fundraising right away, because as Bill mentioned, you don't know what costs are going to come up. And as ambassadors, you very well do know, but the individuals you're talking to may not quite grasp how exponential their costs might get. And in something Bill said really brought up a point as well with me, in that whenever I'm speaking with medical professionals, especially, and they ask about someone calling Help Hope Live or not, or if they have a question, I always tell them just to have them call and talk to someone. Whether or not they're sure, whether they have any questions, just call and talk to us first, because, to have that first conversation is the most important thing.
Yeah, and I always make it a point too to visit with the social workers too at the hospital, because it was through the social workers that I really learned about Help Hope Live. And, I just want to reinforce that, hey, because you turned me on to Help Hope Live, look where I'm at today. And now I'm able to help other people in a similar circumstance or need. And that just reinforces them when they talk to patients, because they talk to patients more often than we do. The importance of bringing up Help Hope Live as a way to do fundraising.
Absolutely. And another way, Kate, through conferences?
Yeah, so another great way to connect with others is through conferences. Sunny and I are in Pennsylvania, so there might be other conferences in other parts of the country that our brand ambassadors may be able to attend. And this could be setting up a table somewhere and giving out brochures and just talking to people who may come up to the table and have questions and want to learn more about Help Hope Live.
Absolutely. And so with that, we've already had some of our ambassadors be in great action to spread the Help Hope Live mission, whether it's by speaking at one of our events, or sharing their journey on social media, or sharing our events on social media, as Bill spoke about before. Or another important one is collaborating with us. We've started our Hope Talk series, and we just recently had one of our ambassadors host one of our Hope Talks. And so we're always looking for ways to bring our ambassadors into the fray to work with you on different ideas. So anything you may have, please just send them our way, and we're here to work with you to help spread your ideas and Help Hope Live's mission to the greater community. And Kate, what can we do to help them do that? What do we give them?
So every brand ambassador will receive a Help Hope Live t-shirt that you can wear to any type of events. You will receive monthly emails with Help Hope Live news and events that we might be having, as well as a sample post to promote that event. We also provide our brand ambassadors with a social media kit, which has really good sample posts. It has all of our social media sites and the hashtags that we use a lot. You are able to request a personalized PowerPoint if you're going to present somewhere. Registration fees for a conference or an event would be covered, as well as mileage to get to the event. And we also can provide Help Hope Live talking points and materials, such as brochures, like I mentioned, for any type of event that you might be going to.
That's fantastic. And even as you'll see on the right, we can provide you with personalized flyers to bring out to events. So there's so much that we can provide you as Help Hope Live brand ambassadors to spread the Help Hope Live mission. Just get in touch with either Kate or I to make it happen, and we'll get that out to you. And so as we've talked about and as we've heard about in this presentation so far, and as all of you very well know, what we do here is quite literally in our name. We help ease the financial burden of a medical crisis. We provide hope at a time of overwhelming need, and we support patients to live their lives as fully as possible. And we are so happy to have you along for this ride now as well. Our advantage, something that you'll go and talk to people about when you're spreading our mission and when you're talking to them about picking Help Hope Live over another fundraising platform, the personal support that we provide with our client services coordinators and our finance team, and allowing them to have someone on hand throughout their entire journey, talk to them through their social media posts and any questions that they may have. Our nonprofit status, being a 501c3, allows all donations to be tax deductible to the full extent of the law, and allows the donors who have employers with matching grant programs to enroll in those programs as well, to maybe double the impact of their donation. And also, the way that we manage our funds, as you all know, as clients or even client team members, is that they are Help Hope Live assets. Everything is donated to Help Hope Live and held within regionally restricted funds. And the reason we do this is that it then allows the individuals as clients to keep their asset-based benefits and not have it become taxable income to them. So these are three very important advantages to using Help Hope Live, as well as a couple others here. As you'll see, free Facebook fundraisers, we can help you coordinate those. It's a great way for new clients to dip their toes into the world of fundraising. So that's something that you can put out there to your communities. And the press releases, media pitches, all of the support that you get from your client services coordinator is bar none and something you just won't find on other platforms. And so, Bill, why, I know you've told us stories before about why you joined Help Hope Live. Do you have something to share here?
Some of the key things, Sunny, that made me choose Help Hope Live that I like to share with the people that I talk to is the mere fact that Help Hope Live is a 501c3. And what that does is that certainly grounds your fundraising effort and prevents it from any fraudulent activity, right? Because we always see stories in the news about fundraising that is happening and the funds never go to the patient. So being a 501c3 was a real key thing, as well as the fact that Help Hope Live is a 4 out of 4 star rating through the Charity Navigator. And that was really something that was important for me in selecting the right platform. So
that's important. And we actually got that same feedback when we did our client survey, client and team member survey, in the trust and reliability of the Charity Navigator rating and the way that we handle the funds. So I appreciate that that's what helped you choose Help Hope Live as well. And so with all of that as well, how we help you tell the story. There are certainly some words we would like you to say, to choose over others, the Help Hope Live lingo, as we say. such as all funds are raised in your honor or in their honor. It is never someone's money, someone's account. We help them set up fundraising campaigns from which we allocate or disperse funds. And as I mentioned before, all donations are tax deductible to the fullest extent of the law. So by getting these words and phrases into your vocabulary helps you stay on brand and just keep with the same story as all of us, stay on brand and be one with the Help Hope Live staff so that we can all help each other understand things a little bit better. And Bill, how do you go about with that mission then, referring a client?
Yeah, so as a Help Hope Live ambassador, we're really salespeople, right? So the best way to get clients is by word of mouth, sharing with other patients our experience, and of course, have Help Hope Live be the solution. So as a salesperson ambassador, we're always closing. So we always want to say, you really want to consider your fundraising with Help Hope Live, and leave behind a brochure or refer to the website. And I also like to say, hey, mention my name then when you reach out to them, because really the other differentiator with Help Hope Live is that whole personal touch, right? When we're going through setting up our campaigns, the flyers, everybody got to know who I was, and I really felt like this was family, and everybody was there to help me achieve my goals and everything. So, that whole personal touch, and explain how that was important in selecting, the right platform to raise funds.
Absolutely. And, here's a few links to help you do that as well, such as that Get Started page that Bill referenced. Our mission and values and our impact page are two really important documents and websites that'll help you get across to anyone the work that we do here at Help Hope Live and how that work actually works. Our publications, like our resource directories that we recently published, as well as all the partner discounts that we offer. So that's something that you can also talk to new individuals about, bring them in, that we have different partnerships with maybe modified vehicles or different pharmacies such as Walgreens, along those lines. And as Bill mentioned, the 4-star Charity Navigator rating. So whenever you're talking to someone, different things will make their ears perk up. You just never know. So these helpful links will really help you get across the full story of Help Hope Live. And with that, we just really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this training, and thank you for being a Help Hope Live brand ambassador. We're very excited to have you on board and really look forward to continue working with you.
Good luck,
Thank you very much.
everyone.
Have a great day. Yeah, good luck, everyone. We appreciate you, and just reach out if you ever need anything at all.